This is about NHL center ice and the blackout conditions and how they sometimes have it set up where they put you in a box where you cannot do what they say you should do. So hopefully we're going to go through this video and look at it and see where my situation is. Hopefully you're not in the same situation, but if you are, this is what I had to say about it. We're going to see what can be done. I've had NHL Center Ice. That is a program to bring hockey games to the consumers. It's a service you pay for, a sports service you pay through your cable company, whether it be Dish Network, Comcast, Xfinity, or the other ones. Anyway, they have what they call a blackout rule. Now, the way the blackout works, from everything I've understood, and I just talked to an agent from Xfinity last week about this. When you put a certain channel on your TV, if it's considered a local channel, then that channel gets blacked out because apparently they want you to use the local network channel available to you. Okay, so I'm in Niles, Michigan. When I first signed up last year for NHL Center Ice, I asked the lady, I won't have any trouble with blackouts, will I? She said, are you more than 50 miles from Chicago, which is the main channel I'm worried about the blackouts, see, the Chicago Blackhawks channel. She said, if you're more than 50 miles, you won't have any problem. She says, but they won't black that out. Well, they blacked it out. And I made a lot of calls last year to Xfinity, trying to get this straightened out. They had me keep doing resets with the TV and all. And you can only do a reset when that channel is on. And that's only when the game is on. You know, you can only tell then. It did nothing at all. I argued and argued. I even went to a Xfinity store and I said, how about, I told him what's going on. So the guy says, oh, we'll fix that. He says, he gave me a new cable box for the TV and a new remote. Said, put this together, that should work for you. And okay, and I got ahead of myself a little bit, I'm sorry. The reason being that I'm blacked out is because they want me to use NBC Sports Channel Chicago instead of the NHL Center Ice. That's where the blackout works. I can't use NBC Sports Chicago because it's not available to me. So they're putting me into a corner, telling me you've got to use something I don't have. I'm also blacked out on Detroit sports, but that's not a problem because for some reason I do get your Detroit sports on my package in Niles, Michigan. Okay, so all I've got to do is go to Belly Sports Detroit, and that would be either channel 333 or 200, I believe it is. It doesn't matter, but those two channels, one's an HD, I can get the Detroit games without worrying about it being blacked out to me. Now with the channel on NHL Center Ice, which is 3073 for the Chicago Blackhawk games, I cannot go to a local channel because I don't have it. I've tried to buy it through Xfinity, a la carte, or whatever, looked into it. I cannot get it in this area. It's totally unavailable. So there again, I said, they're trying to get me to do something I can't possibly do. So when I talked to the agent at Xfinity, I explained all of this to her. She looked over everything and listened to me, and I talked with her. And she says, you're right. She says, there's nothing you can do about it. She said, we got a meeting coming up in a couple of weeks. I'm going to bring this up because I'm sure there's more people like you that have this problem. So that's what my complaint was. And when I sent a letter or an email to the NHL TV support group, customer support, on October 6th. And I complained, and last year I sent many of these to them. You send them, they tell you you're going to get back to you, and you're lucky if they get back to you, unless you keep harping at them. I kept sending them emails, and then finally they got back. And here's what they said. Dear NHL fan, thank you for contacting NHL TV support. We apologize for any inconvenience or confusion, but center ice packages are not managed by NHL TV. Please contact your cable provider for more information on center ice. Well, if it's NHL TV's product, why are they having the cable company decide how it works? Is what one thing I wonder. Okay, so, and in regards NHL TV support. So that was useless. And when I talked to Xfinity about it, it's useless. They don't do anything. So you're in a no-win situation. That and the lady that I talked to from Xfinity, the agent, she said, I'm sure there are probably other people like you that had the same problems, and they may not only be here, could be in other states with other blackout stations. So to me, it's illegal, as far as I'm concerned, to tell me that I should go to the local channel that I can't get anyway. So I don't know. I don't know what else there is to say, except I told that lady too. I says, I would love to be sitting across the desk from the guy who makes up these rules for us, how the blackout works. I said, apparently it's nothing more than pushing a button to say I'm blacked out. I don't know what else they would do, what other technicalities, but it's got to be a simple process. I'd love to sit across the desk from the guy that makes up his mind how your blackout works and ask him, how am I supposed to do something that I can't possibly do? You explain it to me, pal, because none of your people that work for you know what to do with it. But of course, I can't get to that position, so I can't do it. It may sound a little crazy, but truth is truth. Common sense is common sense. So other than that, I don't know what else I can do. Well, and I feel sorry for anybody else going through this. And I've gone through the gauntlet of whatever cures Xfinity thought would fix it. And I said a simple fix would be to find me some way that I could get the NBC Sports Channel Chicago station on my station list. If I could get that one station a la carte, because I've got the preferred Xfinity list with 2,000 or 200 channels plus. So why couldn't they add that to me? If they think that I should be able to use it, why can't they get it to me? But of course, nobody knows that answer. When I ask that question, nobody knows an answer to it. So I don't know what do you think? How do I see the perfect resolution? The perfect resolution would be somebody to look over their rules on blackouts, it being Xfinity in my case, and say, oh, we can't demand this man to watch the local broadcast when he does not get it and can't get it. So we got to take that blackout away. Let him use the channel that he's going to be paying for with the center ice, and that channel being number 3073. See, a lot of times when you call Xfinity, and I'll talk to an agent, the majority I talked to on there had no idea what center ice even was. I mean, they're calling customer support. How could you have customer support from people that don't even have an idea of what you're talking about? So I'm explaining how this works to them, So sometimes you make you feel like, am I crazy or what, And I know I'm not. So like I said, the perfect resolution, basically and simple, a common sense thing would be just take the blackout away. If there's a channel I can't get that you say I'm supposed to use, then should have no reason to black me out.